Hi everybody, welcome back to Woodland Road Fun Fair. In this video I'm going to be detailing the shops, and while I'm doing that I'll talk about the project so far, what the goals were and how it's all coming together. The idea is to build the fairground park in 4 weekends, or 7 or 8 gameplay sessions, only 3 to 6 hours of gameplay per session, and then present that as the 7-minute episodes. That's going pretty well until episode 5. So the first episode I just showed you the plans, that didn't take very long at all. Second episode was about 5 hours of gameplay. 2 hours of that was probably what you saw collapsed into the 7-minute video, and I spent about 2 hours or a little longer fighting with the path system to try and get the paths exactly the way I wanted, and eventually with much deleting and redoing, we got there in the end. That was the first part where the time blew out a little bit, and then in the third session that went pretty well, I think. Let me check. That was 7 hours for one session of 7 hours for doing all of the path decoration. Well, the path was a bit longer than I anticipated, but I got all that done, and to build the lookout point and so on. So that's a total of 12 hours up to that point, and that completed the backstory. And then in episode 4 we prepared the fairground site. That was again on track, about 6 hours, so a total of 18 so far for the whole project. And then I got to the 4th build session, which was for episode 5, which you're watching now. The first bit wasn't too bad. It was, I think, 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours it took to build all the shop skins for the 8 shops. So I was pretty happy with that. But then I thought, yep, I'll just sketch in a coaster and finish it off in my spare catch-up session last Sunday. Well, that turned into a 12-hour marathon. I wanted the coaster to look like a portable ride or a dismantleable and reassemblable ride. So I'd had a look at quite a few of those online to see what they typically look like, and they have there's a leveling process, the laser leveling and adjusting the height of the base, and then they get like a base down, whether it be with scaffold or sheet plate or whatever, and then of course they assemble the coaster in sections or blocks or rooms, or however you want to look at it, to construct it. Apparently it can take up to 20 days to do a move. So the coasters can be quite complicated, and they can be reasonably tall, perhaps up to 20 meters, maybe even 30 for some of the very large portable coasters. But that session blew out because squeezing it into a reasonably small footprint and yet wanting to get the ride length that I wanted, it was very difficult to get the excitement, nausea and fear ratings to work. I kept running out of speed. Been a lot of discussion on the forums about friction. I suspect that was probably working against me a little bit, although, really with good design I was hoping to ignore that problem. So I ended up at the end of the day with the plan I did want, which was I wanted to have a lift hill going into a snaking section, then going into a run of dips, and then kind of just a quick speed run round to another very short lift hill, which then would take me into some loops and swirls, and then a final winding run round to the block breaks before the station. And most of that was working out quite well, but tuning it all and getting it all to fit inside that small footprint proved quite difficult. So in where I'm up to in the videos, in about another minute, I'll switch into a very short clip time-lapsing the production of that coaster. I'll probably make a supplementary video showing a lot more detail about that. So in total, I've been, that was an 18-hour session, because there was the Saturday and then a very long Sunday last weekend, for a total of 36 hours for the project as a whole. I was hoping to see the entire thing done in about 40 hours, I think was my original goal. What did I put on the forum? Yeah, try and do it in under 40 hours. Well, I think it's going to be closer to 50, yeah, it's not too bad. So look, that was the shops. The shops just coming to completion here with the final shop. Then there's about a minute here of the construction of the coaster, and then there's just a cinematic flyby of the 8 shops. Of course, you've only seen 4 of them so far. The other 4 you'll see at the end of the video. What's left to do in session 5, build session 5, which I'll use to make video number 6. I want to go around and detail everything. If I can, I'm going to squeeze in a second coaster. I'll see how I go with the timing of doing all the detailing. There's a heck of a lot of flat rides in this video, so it may be that I have time to just add scenery to the queues, and maybe a little bit of detailing on the rides. I'm not going to have time, of course, to create 15 odd ride skins for all the different rides. I won't be able to do that. I'll just get some scenery in, and then I want to decorate this coaster to make it have a sort of room by room approach to the coaster journey, or the backstory of the coaster. So I'd rather spend more time on that than spend a lot of time detailing flat rides. I mean, let's face it, the flat rides look pretty good anyway, right? So we're coming up to the end of the coaster build. The last 30 seconds of the video, you'll just see the flyby of the shops. And then in video number 7, I'll just produce an opening day video. I haven't really scripted that out to see what that's like, and that'll be the last weekend in June. So look, thanks everybody for watching and for the support and comments that I've been getting. I do appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the series and getting some value out of it, and look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks again. Bye bye for now.